It's Smoky Mountain hike number 2 for me on the Snake Den Ridge Trail.
One mile in. See how far I go today. That first mile was pretty tough. I don't know if I'm tired or if it's just that it was a steep grade or what, or the altitude or a long hike yesterday. But that first mile up was a little bit tough. Legs are feeling it already. Oof, sorry. This is a little bit longer and steeper. I don't know how far I'm going to go today. I don't think I'm going to make it to the top to the AT, but we'll see. So, how bad do I want to go across? I don't see myself getting across without getting my feet wet. Well, I did it. Didn't get too wet. Socks don't feel it. A boot would be better, but we made it across with trail shoes. We'll go a little bit further. Going back, I'm going to be real careful about going back. Well, I'm 2.5 miles in. Sun's out. I got out of some snow, at least for the moment. Views are pretty good, even through the trees. In the summer, when there's leaves and foliage, I'm sure you can't see as much. 2.5 miles in and about ready to take this outer shell off. There's still a little bit of snow. There's not any breeze. I'm going to go at least maybe another half. .5 miles in on the Snake Den Ridge Trail. Beautiful. Outer layer is off. It's about 53 degrees according to my thermometer. Made it a mile further than I said I was going to. And I'd like to get to the trail cutoff, see how much further up I'm going to go. Feels like I am at the same elevation as I was yesterday. Low gap is right there. That's where I was yesterday. I still have a little ways to go up to get to the top here. So I'd have a 7-mile day, but there's still a little further up I might just go before I make that turn. I will turn back. I want to be back on my way back down by noon, no later than noon. Well, that was worth that extra little half mile just for that view. So I'm 5 miles up. Looks like this would be a good camp spot. So, all right, zoom out, nice and level. I'm not quite to the Madrone Bald Trail, and I'm not going to go any further. I want to make sure I'm safe, because 5 miles up is 5 miles down, and down is hard on the knees. And it is a little bit chilly. And at 44, I know I'm near the top, and the wind's blowing. So I want to keep moving, and I want to move in the right direction downhill. So Madrone and AT, I will see you another day. On the way down. Nice area with pines, rhododendrons, and we're out of the wind. It's getting colder up there. I hit mid-40s when I was pushing the mid-50s at a little lower elevation. View is spectacular here. Watching my steps. It's one of the few places that I feel comfortable enough to take video and walk. Can't see very well through the trees, except for a couple of open spots. But the views are just spectacular. I can only imagine what it'd be like up on the Bald or on the AT. I think I got a little bit more elevation today. I know I'll have more miles. So, feeling okay. I'm gonna take my time, get down. Head back to camp. Oh, but isn't that pretty? Birds are out. I did see a squirrel. Sun feels good. It's supposed to be warm again tomorrow, but cloudy. And I'm calling for rain unless its forecast has changed. So I'm not planning on doing any hiking, but we'll see. All right, I'm gonna watch my step here and keep on trucking. Just clocked in mile 6, means I got 4 more to go. But take a look at that view through the mountains, or through the trees. That's over towards Low Gap where I was yesterday. That'd be that spot right in there. And then up on the ridge, that's where the AT runs all the way across there. We'll get you someday. So I'm out of the wind, working my way down very carefully. Up is hard on the lungs, down is hard on the legs. So we're back to my stream crossing. Can we do it? So these shoes that I've been wearing, they are Gore-Tex and they are waterproof. They look wet on the outside, but they're dry on the inside. I got across there before, didn't get wet. We'll see how we do this time. I was kind of hoping some of the sunshine would dry those rocks off, but we'll do our best. So we made it. I did dip one foot in there, but it's dry. Woohoo! Ain't that pretty though? Whew, I could sit here all day and watch that. Good experience crossing there. I just took my time, was very careful. Shoes were not a problem. So, good learning experience. So, meanwhile, I got 2.5 miles to go, and it looks like I'm going to be in the snow, unfortunately. So, this is a much easier stream crossing. Though, coming through this morning, there was all snow on the top. So it was a little slippery. I won't be taking any video as I go across. Knowing me, I'd probably drop my phone. But we are down from the mountains, down in the valley. Almost home. We're 8.6 miles in, so I got roughly about a mile and a half to go. About a half mile till it's really easy hiking. Let's do this. So, we're in the home stretch, down the easy road. This morning on the way in, on the way up, boy, this was a wake-up call. It felt steep, like it was gaining a lot of elevation. And I think we did a lot more elevation on this hike than we did yesterday. Be interesting to see what my ascent was. So. But made it down safe. And for those that are curious, I am carrying pretty much a full pack. About the only thing that I am not carrying in my pack is my sleeping system and my tent. Maybe a little bit of extra food. Pack weight, I did weigh in this morning, and it was at 21.7, which to me is very manageable. I would love to get my pack weight down to that because I'm up in the upper 20s with my full gear. It's either that or all those planks and push-ups that I've been doing all summer and into the fall have paid off, and I'm a lot stronger. Yeah, let's go with that. Anyways, almost done, and I'll be ready for a drink. Wow, look at that tree. Ready to come down anytime. So that's what they call a dead man. You don't want to be around that tree when it comes down. So another thought I had too that I wanted to mention is I kind of set times and limits for myself. I haven't hiked in the Smokies before, and Smokies weather just changes like on a dime. So not knowing what the conditions were, you know, I limited myself. I said I was going to turn around at noon. I ended up turning around at 5 mile marker. Physically, I think I could have gone a little further, but you're always a little nervous. And especially with snow on the trail on the way down. And you need to be really, really careful and diligent about where you step, watching for rocks, roots hidden underneath the snow cover. Not too proud to say I did have a minor slip and did take a fall, very gentle fall, but all it takes is one fall to twist an ankle or a knee, and boy, that could ruin your day, and it might be, instead of an hour getting out, it might be several hours getting out. So I tend to, go on the side of caution and try to be safe and avoid bears. Haven't seen a bear, thank goodness. There were bears, a couple bear sightings when we were at the cabin last week, but I haven't seen any on trail. I have heard there's been some bear reports in the area, but that's one thing I'm definitely wanting to avoid. Even though they generally are pretty much keep to themselves and don't bother humans, it's always that one time that you worry about. So anyways, we're 9 miles in. I think I'm going to be logging almost 10 by the time we're done. It's a good hike. Not done quite yet. Man, look at those pines. They just go on and on and on and on forever. Gosh, they got to be over 100 years old. And there it is. Back to the trailhead. Woohoo! And then we've got probably a short road walk. Through the closed campground. Snake Den Ridge Trail, you are in the books. All right, well, let's get back to that truck. Which, if I remember right, we just follow the road. So these campsites, they're pretty small. Most of the parking is all longitudinal to the campsite, so you pretty much have to park parallel to the road. Then they've got a nice picnic table and fire pit, and they've also got little tent pads there too, which are nice. So a lot of the national parks, they don't have the big space for the big rigs. These look like they would be kind of tight. Let's see if I can get a couple pictures here of the campsites. Might be able to get a big rig in on that, maybe, I don't know. But there's a level pad up there for tents. You can see there's more parallel parking there. And I'm standing in a parallel parking area. There's a good view of the tent area. But hey, you're in a Smoky Mountain National Park. Now, where's that truck?
Overall, what a great hike. It was a bit technical in the snow with a slippery water crossing. Wish I would have gone a little bit longer and made it past the junction and got up to the AT, but I always have respect for the mountains, especially since I'm a flatlander. I did get a little bit more elevation this time around. Got up to about 5,200 elevation, so mile high in the sky. And I'm not too proud to say that I did have that little slip in the snow, and I did tweak my knee just a little bit. So I'm going to take the next couple days off before I tackle the next one. Thanks for watching.